Hockey High Girls. So we watch TV or whatever, and around here we love the whole entire Power universe. And listen, Raising Kanan season 4. How slow is Kanan gonna be? How he don't know that Ishmael is the ones that knocked off Famous? How? And how is he blaming Rock for every single thing in his life? Listen, this latest episode and the whole season all the way up until now, Kanan is not a rocket scientist at all. We realizing that this is how Ghost and Tommy was able to trick him off the street. He ain't that smart. He's smart but dumb. We know a lot of people like that in the world. Listen, this season is actually really good. Unique is not gone. Unique ain't even a ghost no more. Unique is back on the scene. Unique done ran down on Rock all up in her house and things. Rock didn't even get a chance to tell him, that she was preggo and everything, and she really cared about Unique. But now, they enemies. You know what I mean? Unique done ran down and then, took over Rock's business as he thinks. Now, come on. Do anybody survive Rock? Come on now. She ain't finna let her business go like that. Absolutely not. Now, the whole season is kind of basing around like who popped Famous. They found Famous. Famous family that already left and went to LA. The grandma passes away. We don't even get a funeral service for that. Like, they really moving through this season. Like, for real. Like, Stars is like, we done with this series. Famous is knocked off and Kanan is really hurt. Because that was his best friend, his brother. So he trying to figure out, what happened to him. But he takes a meeting with Ishmael and his wife. They tell him to his face, basically, he not even reading between the lines. Like, how you gonna be a hustler and be that slow? They telling you that they eliminating everybody around you because they want you to themselves. Because you're like a robot. You know what I mean? You do what you told and you good at it. So they're eliminating everybody from around you. Meanwhile, Rock is over here. She hasn't done nothing but try to love her son and, pop his daddy. So Kanan ain't gonna never trust nobody because remember, Rock did that in front of him. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Marvin is being Marvin. Marvin is causing more problems this season. Again, Marvin is definitely the venom, but baby, Lulu back. Lou is the antidote. You know what I'm talking about? Lou handling business again. But Marvin is doing side deals with Stefano, with the mob boss, which he shouldn't even be doing that. And then he telling Rock, oh, it ain't gonna harm us. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for you. I gotta have some things for myself. Everybody want to be their own boss. And they know that they can't be their own boss. They need Rock. She's the brains. You know what I mean? They are the muscle. She's the brains. Now, mentioning the muscle, baby, we are seeing how Jukebox character just develops, how she becomes this hard, street person, how she just becomes cutthroat. And I mean, with Marvin as a daddy in the beginning of the season, we can see how she turned out like this, but really it's everything that is happening to her. And it's crazy because we looking at this series and we know how it ends. That's the craziest part about watching Raising Kanan. Like, we know how it ends with Jukebox and Kanan. They are so close. Like, they love each other. They like brother and sister more than cousins. They really close. And at the end of Power, Kanan pops Jukebox for Tariq little trifling self nonetheless. So when we see like Jukebox on screen and we see her character developing, we seeing all of the things that happen to her and how she gets comfortable with her sexuality and everything. We seeing it and it's like, oh my God, like, get away from him. He gonna pop you. Like, we know how it's gonna end for her. So that is like crazy to watch that. But look, Marvin has made a mess. He's popped the wrong guy. Like, Marvin, we know, is not the sharpest knife in the drawer when it comes to business. He kind of a smash and go kind of guy, right? We trying to figure out, why did they not know that it was Unique that was tearing their business apart? Then Unique, he pops Kanan's right-hand man. They steal all Kanan's money, so all the money that he was putting to the side at the storage, that's gone. Then Kanan puts out like, on the street that he looking for whoever popped Famous, but he gets back that it was police that did it. Why would you not believe that it was police that did it? Remember, Famous was telling him that the police was on him, right? Why is Kanan believing that Rock would harm famous, you know. And it's crazy because I look at Jukebox and she like, no, you know, they having a conversation like, no, Rock wouldn't do that, Rock wouldn't do that. But you got to think of it from Kanan's perspective. She popped Kanan daddy right there in front of him, and Kanan was building a relationship with his dad, you know what I mean? And she popped him and she didn't have to. So Kanan is holding that resentment there, and he's like not, you know, trusting Rock at all. But this is the moment where he needs to trust Rock, because Unique is not playing. The walls is kind of coming in on them a little bit, but you know, Rock is a lot like Tasha, baby. Rock ain't no Keisha. Rock ain't going for that. Rock done outmaneuvered the situation because Rock done took out the whole Chinese syndicate. Rock and Marvin got together and popped them. Took them all up out of here. So now Unique got his team together with the other mob boss, but now he ain't got no product. And Rock done hooked up with the other connect from Stefano's main connect. And so now Rock got all the products she need. So now again, here Unique is again. You know, he out here angry. He don't even understand. Rock, he putting 3 where 6 should be at. You know what I mean? It don't coordinate. Rock had nothing to do with what happened to him. Rock wasn't in on it with his crazy brother. His brother just took him out because he wanted to try to take him out. Rock didn't have nothing to do with that. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Lulu is becoming Lulu again. He's becoming himself. Lulu is a hustler at heart. You know what I mean? This music business ain't finna just make him not be that boy. He's realizing that, yeah, I'm finna stand on business, because he really want to get whoever got famous. It's the 2 dirty cops. It's not nobody that's involved. It's not Unique. It's not Rock. It's not nobody that's involved. And Kanan is out here moving like, you know, a crazy person. He out here moving like, you know, because Rock popped his dad, so he don't have no reason to trust her at all. She already took something that he loved. That's what people not understanding. That's why he don't trust her, because of what she did. But Kanan is crazy. He puts Crystal out. Crystal gets kidnapped by the 2 police. This is just getting thick and sticky, and yeah. Then Lulu, he steps back on the block. Lulu pops the bosses that was trying to lean down on his artist, you know, played by he who name won't be spoken, you know, Megan Thee Stallion X. That's who he is now, sucker. But he pops the 2 bosses that was leaning down on him, and Lulu gets his boss back. You know, he gets his swag back. He's back out maneuvering in the streets again. He popped them with ease. Y'all know Lulu was a beast in the street. They was scared of Rock because of Lulu, not Marvin. So now Lulu back on the block. And will Rock survive this whole situation? Comment below and let me know if you watch Power or whatever, if you into the universe. We'll see you on the next one when we watch TV or whatever. Lakers in 5.